Hi guys, welcome to another video. Things have been going very bad as we have been thinking there's a slight chance things would go in that way. We just have to be very protective here of our bags. We don't want to lose a lot of money in this market, but certainly things are getting very bad. I feel very sorry for the people who've lost a lot of money in the last 24 hours, especially in the USD, Terra, Luna, FUD, and all the uncertainty with it. Things are certainly looking very bad, especially for Duocon and the Terra ecosystem. But things do change. Nothing stays forever the same. And I don't want to be the kind of guy who's gonna come on the screen and be like, I was right, I was wrong, because that's certainly very wrong to do at this time. A lot of people have lost their money, and there's nothing to be celebrating about that you were right or wrong, because everybody's loss in this market is also your loss, because the coin went down for everybody. Some people were in profits and some weren't. Otherwise, we just have to be very cautious here. The market is certainly looking very bearish. We did discuss that yesterday as well. That's the reason I told you guys not to ape into many trades. And the biggest sign for us right now is our bullish bearish chart for Bitcoin has accomplished its targets. Both the targets have been accomplished. Things are certainly looking very bad. Hopefully, we can expect some kind of really bounce coming very soon, but for now we just have to remain bearish. Things are certainly getting very bad and out of hand. Even if you want to look into ETH has also reached its target 1, and now it's heading for the target number 2, which is worst case scenario, which is going to be around $1,600 to $1,700. Things are certainly looking very bad right now in the markets, but we just have to be very cautious right now. If we get into DXY did have a massive upside. Still trading in that range, which have been in a range bound situation for now. We can expect some kind of big move to be coming here. Since the inflation numbers came out yesterday, it's not exactly how we would want them to be. They're still on the higher side, and that certainly did bring the FUD into the markets as well. It's just not crypto. We went into stock markets, and we also saw a massive rise in commodities. Now we get into USDT. USDT's dominance is certainly rising, and a lot of things are not looking very good. It just made all-time high, just broke that all-time high as well. We haven't seen this level before, and the reason behind this level coming certainly also has to be that people are shifting their money from USD into USDT. There's a lot of selling going on, and there's a lot of FUD around in the market that are the stable coins going to hold up or not. So people are going into the coins they feel like probably is going to fight out from this part. So just got to be cautious. You have to be very sure in this market that you keep your money divided into different things and not just one. And that's also why we say you must take profits whenever you can. Next up, USD. USD is still struggling and looks very bad right now. Things haven't really sorted out, especially in the 12-hour time frames. They have upside, downside, and now just been consolidating for now in this space. We would ideally want it to come back and get repacked, but it's ideally going to take some time, probably a week to 10 days before the things can't really settle down. That's the reason I want to advise you guys to look into TAs for USD, because that's certainly not what we would want to do in the market. We would ideally want to have some coin to trade, not a stable coin, but people are making TAs on this and expecting the market would go up and down. But I would suggest my subscribers especially not to ape into anything like that. Just be cautious and don't watch USD and Terra Luna so much. Just avoid it. Avoid that noise that you can hear right now in the markets. Everybody everywhere is talking about Terra. You don't want to hear about it. Just walk away from that, because these are the times where people are going to be mentally tested. If you are going to get caught in this spot, then certainly you're going to walk away from this market, so rub your hands off and you're like, okay, crypto is not for me. I'm going back to whatever I was doing before that. But certainly inflation is rising in all sectors of life. So wherever you're going to go, you're still going to have a lot of hard times. So just hold on to that bags and hope that things do get better for everybody. One thing that certainly still looks a lot better compared to the USD charts is ETH in BTC pair. It certainly still looks a lot better. I have already started DCing into this because obviously I want to have a bigger bag of BTC. Once we have a big upside, to get prepared for that, it's best right now to get into ETH BTC pair, because whenever I'm going to sell it, I'm going to accumulate more BTC. And that's what everybody's aim should be right now. Kind of stay away from the altcoins. That's what I've been saying for some time now. I haven't even showing charts for altcoins. This is the reason, because we are certainly in the second cycle right now, and usually it always ends like this in Bitcoin's dominance, that once it goes up, a lot of things get very bad for other makers in the market. We look into the Bitcoin's dominance. I idly said yesterday we would want to come back into the 44 levels. We're just reaching that level now. This certainly shows that a lot of accumulation is happening. This also relates to the fact that we are seeing between Terra and UST. A lot of people are now walking out of altcoins and are looking into Bitcoin because that is the main source of all these cryptocurrency markets. I consider it the father of crypto and ETH the mother of crypto, and altcoins are like their children. So children can make mistakes, they can dump, they can have a bad time, but obviously parents are more experienced, so it's likely to go back to the parent, which is Bitcoin, and people are certainly doing that, which is a good sign. We are almost reaching the target. I really want this to be broken and probably head even higher to 45%, because that is the best situation right now. That's what happens in every phase 2 of Bitcoin's dominance, where we see this upside into the dominance and then all the altcoins begin to bleed. It's just always gonna happen like that. You just gotta be prepared, and hopefully you have learned your lesson as well. Now let's get into the bubbles. Bubbles certainly don't look like the way we would want them to be. Luna down about 96.1%. Nearly all the coins right now, especially in altcoins, are easily down to 20 to 30 to 50%. Things aren't looking very good for altcoins, but like I said, it always goes about like that. If we get into our greed and fear index, despite the dump, we are still at extreme fear of 12. Yesterday we were also at 12. Today we are still at 12. So things haven't really changed in that perspective. We were probably thinking that probably we would hit 9 or 8 today, but yet we are still standing at 12. Now if we get newly listed, a lot of newly listed coins are going to be starting very soon. So this is your chance to get into the new listed. Since the market is completely down, there's only possibility in making money in startup and newly listed. So if you aren't a VIP member, you can join newly listed and get into these coins, because you will surely get some kind of upside even though the market is looking very bad. If you get into startups, one of my favorite things, Gate.io, startup blockchain project discounts. All the 4 coins that we discussed are in startup. They're all in progress. They have reached way above their goals. So things certainly look very good in this perspective. And if you want to get into all this, you know what you got to do. All you have to do is click in the link given in the description below. Join Gate.io, use my referral link or referral ID. That's going to earn you airdrops. So for example, if you do deposit $100, you might earn about $40 to $50, which is going to be your reward and airdrop. And I'm sure in a market like this, that's the only thing that can help you make more banks and more money. And I'm sure you're certainly going to enjoy that. Now if we get into HODL and earn, this is specifically for people I have taken out today who have lost a lot of money in Luna, because I'm a huge admirer of staking. So if you have Luna and you are in massive loss, you have Anchor, you have Wave, you have AXS, all these coins are massive down right now. All you have to do is get into Gate.io's HODL and earn. You can get back about APR, about 199 here, 139 on AXS. Anchor is also around 197. This is going to be an extremely good option right now to increase your bags, and once that big upside comes into altcoins, then probably you're going to have good money coming back. All the loss that you're making now can be covered, but you have to stake and earn and increase your bags. So HODL and earn, Gate.io, that's where you gotta go. BlackRock said that they have nothing to do with the collapse of UST. In fact, BlackRock does not trade UST. So there's this rumor going around in the market that this company, that company has dumped the coin, but certainly BlackRock is such a big company in the world that they can actually bring a massive downside into the economies and everything, because they're one of the biggest financial institutions out there. So considering that, why would they choose one coin out of 22,000 coins right now that we have in the marketplaces? So certainly they haven't done anything like that. We would agree with them that they have nothing to do with this. It just doesn't simply make sense to me. Now we get into the Bitcoin's dominance cycle. Like I said earlier, if the Bitcoin dominance goes up, Bitcoin's price goes down, which certainly is going down right now, and altcoin's price goes down a lot, dump phase. So that's what exactly we're standing at. Once we come into the third phase, that's when we can expect to get into the market, start accumulating altcoins, Bitcoin. But when exactly that's gonna come is once we have broken way higher on Bitcoin's dominance chart, which is I shared with you guys. So once that phase comes, that's when we're gonna ape into it. Meanwhile, we have to look into staking and other options to increase our bag size and not get stressed in this market. Now you need to have a trading plan. A lot of people come into this market because somebody so told them that you're gonna come and earn so much money, but that never works out in markets like this. You have to have a trade plan. Always try to execute it, never deviate away from it, because you have a gut feeling. Your gut feeling 99% of the time is always right. So if you have a trade plan, go about it. If you don't have one, you're struggling, you can always contact me on LinkedIn. A lot of you have messaged me. My inbox is full right now. I'm trying to reply to all of you as fast as I can and solve your planning and give you another plan to go ahead. But mainly I've been telling people to stake their coins and not sell them in loss, because that's not the best way to do, because you're also going to affect your mental health. Now, what is the plan for Quan? Quan suggests that his team will increase the base pool from 50 million to 100 million, special drawing rights CDR, and decrease pool recovery block from 36 to 18. This will increase minting capacity to 293 million to around 1200 million. In essence, the team will mint 4 times more USD than usual. The process of creating value out of thin air has already coined a new crypto term called quantitative easing or money printing. So that's certainly what they have decided to do right now. This should technically increase and make USD repacked with Terra Luna, but when exactly it's gonna happen, we gotta wait at least a week or some time as they sell their Bitcoin reserves and bring back the money that they had spent on buying Bitcoin into their chain. And once it's deployed slowly, because obviously they bought so much worth of Bitcoin, it just certainly can't happen within minutes. So they have to plan it out. Hopefully they do have a plan. A lot of people are calling him a scammer, this, that, but trust me, all these things happen all the time. We've seen exchanges getting hacked. We've seen play to earn games getting exploited. A lot of things like this in cryptocurrency happen. It's a very, very new industry. Next up, avoid future trading. I've been saying that for some time now. Don't get into future trading, especially if you aren't a professional trader. This market is certainly not yours right now. You're gonna get hammered. Look at the people that are getting hammered in long positions on the daily basis. Even shorts are getting hammered because some people like to trade signals from groups and stuff. That never works out, especially if you aren't experienced, you're not professional in this market. You're definitely gonna get hammered. So don't get into that. Once we do see some good trades coming in, I will also share them with you guys, but for now, just avoid getting into that situation. We don't want to see people losing a lot more money. Now, 35 trillion in global market value erased since the beginning of the year. That's 14% of the all global wealth. Includes 1 trillion loss in crypto, just 1 trillion. For reference, 2008 was a 19% decline. This does not include non-financial assets such as housing. So things in the market overall, financial markets are getting hampered. We do know that the Fed rate hike is sucking out the money. We even saw Mr. Statement yesterday where he said they are monitoring the data, and further data is going to decide what's going to happen in June and July. We have to get back into the support and resistance chart, because it's certainly very, very important right now in the market, because what I am seeing is that we can see a massive downside right now in Bitcoin, since we have broken the cycle bottom and top historic. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So once there's a wall, you have a wall in your house and you keep hammering it for 5 times, it certainly gets weaker. That's what exactly happened here. It got weaker and now we are dumping. We are gonna go down, have a retest somewhere else, not this area. This area is certainly broken right now. So the 30k that I've been talking about was a very, very important zone for us, and now certainly it's gone. So what area am I looking at now? It's gonna be the range of about 21 to 23k. So 22,561 is where we have weekly fib high retracement. That is something we have to certainly look at it, and then we have this support band. So either of these places are the ones that are going to help us bring some kind of bounce in the market. We do expect high volatility because CPI ratings weren't exactly how we wanted them to be, and things still look very, very bad right now. If you aren't an experienced trader, don't open shorts. Just be very, very careful. And if you are scared, worried, just put your portfolio on staking. That's the best thing to do in a market like this. And if you have any issues, you can always comment below in the comment section or contact me on LinkedIn. I'm always available to help you guys. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be back in here again tomorrow. See you guys.